Hello everyone, it's Sagrannus back with our next video on RimWorld. So if you might remember, last time we'd set up this little base called Rimton and started to fortify it a little bit. We've got farms and things going on, some food being cooked, and everyone is at present healthy, which is of course a huge bonus. Now, of course there is a guy who's dying there. Now, what's just happened here is we've just closed off this area. Now, auto roofing is a thing in this game, but we don't want it to be for the simple fact that we've got solar panel and farms in here. So we just go to zoning and we say no roof area, and I'm just going to whack that down there and there. There we go. Run it out to there. It doesn't really matter if that bottom bit's under some ceiling, but there we go. And that way, as you can see, we just continue to generate power, because running out of power would be a bad thing indeed. So, this video is a day late. And that's kind of my bad, because I did end up picking up Fallout 4 yesterday, and I may not do a video on it, but there will definitely be a review at some point once I've got enough time put into it to justify that. And feel that I can give a good impression. However, I will talk about it briefly here, so you get a bit of a teaser of what's going to be the review anyway. I was never on board the hype train with that one. I'm a bit too cynical to get on hype trains anymore. Once bitten, twice shy kind of thing. Though 100 times bitten, 3 billion times shy, I'd probably be a bit closer. Let's just whack some graves out here. So we can bury the fallen enemies of our mighty town. So I was always a bit cynical of Fallout 4, because Bethesda are good at hype and they're good at launching buggy games. And with Fallout 4 they really worked up that hype. I think it's been 7 years since Fallout 3? I might be wrong, I'll have to double check that for the review. And for me, Fallout 3 was the disappointment in the series, ignoring things like Brotherhood of Steel, which was just, yeah. But for the actual RPG games within it, Fallout 3 was the least satisfying. It wasn't a bad game, but it definitely didn't do it for me. I had a number of issues, including the simple fact that it just didn't feel like Fallout. And I think in no small part that's probably due to the fact that they set them on the Bethesda Fallouts are on the East Coast, whereas pretty much nearly everything else was on the West Coast or close to the West Coast or engaged with the West Coast in some way. So it's a different feeling world. So that's one thing that's sort of gonna influence my feelings. So far Fallout 4 is fairly good. It's not the most beautiful game. Like, they've improved a lot of things, but there's still that issue with the creation engine that, I don't know, graphically it still is, that the actual landscape and things is a bit subpar. But the biggest issue I've had, well, the two biggest issues I've had so far with it are actually that, firstly, it's clearly a console port and I'm playing on PC, of course. Dear beavers, alpha beavers, they'll just chew through all the wood on the map. Like, they can't get into my base though, that's alright. It's clearly a console port. So that means not everything, like not all the menus, like the Pip-Boy I'm sure works brilliantly for console, with shoulder triggers and things like that. But on keyboard and mouse it's just a bit clunky, which isn't great. Where have we revealed an area? Okay, cool. Which is a bit of a problem. What else? The other thing is that it doesn't always present things in a good way. It doesn't always teach you how to do things correctly, or in what I would consider a satisfying way for a tutorial to function, which is a hell of a shame. But yeah, okay, let's set these to be hunted. I should probably focus on RimWorld a little bit. So I've got a few beefs with the game. It's not bad though. I mean, I think one of the biggest things for me that makes the game so much better, other than the fact that the animation quality is now stellar, in my opinion. I mean, the way the combat is, I'm dead serious, the best. The combat is the best it's been in the new Fallouts. Far better than 3, better than New Vegas. It actually its combat plays very well. But the other big thing is, because for the narrative, is the fact that you finally have a voiced protagonist, and the conversation system is really good, and that helps so much, to be honest. But enough of me talking about Fallout 4 in a video of another game. That's terrible, a terrible thing to do. So, yeah, we've revealed another area. So, I see. We're gonna have to wall that in, because actually no, we won't wall that in. We'll vent it in. Okay, some more steel there. So I'm gonna order them to mine that out. Finding a lot of caves. That's actually a good thing. Okay, we've got a raid. Oh dear. We still haven't set up any gun defenses yet. Okay, so this is where I'm going to do something I should have done a little while ago. And that's allowed areas. So area 1 is going to be inside the base. Like, you've got home, but home actually is affected by where you build buildings and things. And sometimes expands a little bit too much. So just going to expand area 1. Basically that means I can tell people when there's an attack or whatever that they can go and hide inside the base, and they will do so. So once I've got that up, you can see I can go to restrictions here. And I'm just going to say everyone, area 1 please, because that way we're safe and defended. Dimitri. Okay, the enemies should be coming along. They're doing now. And what we're actually going to do, Maya, we're going to tell it to hold itself open. Stomp. It's going to go there, and Dimitri is going to go there. So they're going to attack. There we go. They're beginning their assault. And they're going to come from... Where are they? It's a big map. Okay, they're coming down this way. So they're going to walk into a hail of fire, I hope. Good, good. Shotgun shouldn't have the reach. Ooh, got me. How bad? Just a gunshot wound. Dimitri. Okay, he's dead. Now, pull back. Good. So once you take out or incapacitate the majority of your opponents, they will flee, normally. I don't think synths do, though. Okay. So, she is dead. So we'll strip her. He is dead, and we're going to take his stuff as well. Good, good. Bit of lag there, is it what I said? Unforbid that. Okay, and now the door can go back to closing once we clear the body out. So how about our injuries? Just a gunshot wound and a gunshot wound. So they're going to be fine. So that's nothing to worry about at all. Good. So we survived another raid. I'm going to have to actually get on setting up some defenses for that. So what we'll do is we'll run a power line out here. And then run it through there, up each side a little bit. So it should be fairly well protected by those walls. We'll put a power switch in there, and then we can worry about setting up some guns in there as well. Security. Oh, good. That's what we needed. Yeah, electrics can fail quite badly at times, and it can be quite detrimental because they can do a lot of damage. And of course people can get injured by the fires as well. As you can see, some people just got heat stroke and burns. One of the more frustrating things, because there's no real way to proof your systems against it. I mean, obviously things out in the wet are more likely to suffer, but that can be quite a pain, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look here. Right. So what I was going to do is this. A gun there, a gun there, a gun there. A gun there, a gun there. A gun there, a gun there. Now, they are going to affect each other, I'm afraid. And this isn't the best layout, to be honest. We're sort of making do with what we've got. Cancel that one. But it will at least give us some manner of defense. And it's quite focused, so we will step in there and get munted. Good, 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 good. Okay, now we've got everyone restricted still, so they won't go out and deal with those bodies, but now that they're unrestricted, they will. So, when you kill people, you may as well strip them, take their clothes and stuff, because it's not going to do them any good. Dimitri going hard over there. There we go. Good, good, good. So what we're really going to focus on getting this done. So I'm going to get Dimitri to do some mining as well, so we can get that dug out as quickly as possible, for the sake of the happiness of our peeps. And I'm actually going to turn that into actually I might turn that into a prison cell, actually. And I'll set that up and get hunted as well, given that it's in the base. May as well. And that's exactly what happens when you shoot at long range. The AI is really quite irritating at times for that reason. Like, I mean, he was firing out far too far away from his target. And, yeah. Therefore, he hit Anna, who is, of course, our doctor. So Stomp can go in and treat her. Hopefully it's not too bad an injury. Just a gunshot, that's fine. Gunshots we can manage. Glitterworld Surgeon from Loyalty's Cliff is passing by. Isamu Harrow. So slowly we're digging it. I mean, mining does take a bit of time until you research new things for the sake of it. Because you can get research that boosts your digging skills, which is good. But I mean, ultimately, there are times in RimWorld where there isn't much you can do, but sort of wait out things and see how they sort of play out. Because, yeah, especially with so few people, I mean, you've got to sort of try to focus on so many things at once just to survive. Like, we need these set up, which reminds me we need to stop wasting power, so we're going to switch that off. We're going to need to increase our power production as well. So I will tell them that I would like another solar panel. Okay, we're being raided, so everyone back into Area 1. I just want to check something. Expand that area 1, that's a problem. Finish that up. So who's raiding us and why? Group of tribespeople from the Minoka of Weasel. So they've just got clubs and things. Once they get close, I'll turn on the systems. You might notice the awesome music in the background. That's actually really, really good. Okay, we need to turn that on. Please prioritize that for me and activate. So they will run into that and hopefully be shot up quite badly. There's also a mad animal, a rabid rabbit. Pretty good. Hopefully they'll run into each other. That'd be hilarious. So that's a kill zone and it's beautiful. Good. Good, good, good. Let's turn that back off. De-restricted everyone. Strip. Strip. And go down, strip. Fine. All good. And back up to full speed. So yeah, the frequency of events is tied to which AI you choose. So I'm on the standard AI, which is Cassandra. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Cassandra, which means that basically I will get a normal space thing. So there's enough that'll sort of keep you on the toes most of the time. Randy Random, of course, can give you whatever he damn well pleases, which can be quite troubling at times. And then, of course, the other AI is a little bit more chill, and you get more time to sort of be yourself, I guess would be the best way to put it. So the sort of the fact that you can choose the frequency of your events in that way is good, and then you can also sort of, due to the difficulty settings, set the severity of events. If you set a high difficulty, you'll start having nastier raids sooner, whereas in the current sort of setup, I'm getting fairly non-daunting ones. If you could get on and actually do something worthwhile, that'd be fantastic. Rather than mourning people you don't know. Of course, Dimitri is not going to be helpful. And actually mine where we needed to mine. Oh good, you can relax socially. How about you get on? Sometimes I get really pinged off with how lazy people can be. Set those to be holds as well. And there's something useful to do. Alright, looking good. So once we've got these bedrooms out, we're going to mine out that steel, and then we're going to move up here and mine out that steel. Just to try to sort of boost some expansion, because as soon as I can get them out, the sooner I can get them out there, the better. Though I might actually put our prison cell over here. So I'll order that to be mined out there. All right. Yeah, where they are? There's a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold on this map. It makes me happy. This is good. This is actually a fairly good setup. I mean, you can have some terrible runs where you just get in crap places. I mean, I'm a bit worried about that there. Oh, good, we've got another wanderer. Andy! Hello, Andy. What are you good at? He's going to wear some muffalo pants. He's good at shooting. He's an engineer. He's too smart. He's like I said, it's going to be a bit touchy. We're going to be careful with him. I'm going to set him for mining, I think. So, set this all up. I'll let you warden as well a bit. Don't want you hunting. And I want you mining. And I'll actually get you to pick up the shotgun when you get down there. He's got to travel a long way to get there. Because if I can give him the shotgun, it'll be helpful. What have we got in the cargo pods? Oh, silver. Silver is good. Silver is money. Okay. So we're going to start setting up these rooms while we can. So we'll whack a bed in there, bed in there, bed in there. Good, good. While we may as well put the vent in there. Vents allow sort of an equalization of temperature, so you can put a heater in one room and it'll actually help other rooms. For the entrance, actually, yeah, I'm not going to go for a steel wall. I'm going to go for a wooden wall and a wooden auto door. As for the bedrooms, they can just have standard wooden doors, and we'll worry about getting power into there in a little bit as well, but it's not quite so pressing. And we'll let Andy take the first bed, I think, as well, because we're nice like that. Okay, we're actually going to start cutting down some of these trees as well, so we don't run out of wood. 53%, ready to harvest. 85 is good, 84 is good, 91. Ready to harvest, ready to harvest, ready to harvest, ready to harvest. Ready to harvest, ready to harvest, ready to harvest. Good, good. Okay, who's broken? Stomp is broken. This happens sometimes, they just sort of lose it a bit. We'll see how he goes. Thankfully, we've got enough people now that one person sort of out of it for a bit isn't going to be too detrimental, he says. Fingers crossed. We're also going to need to set up a cold storage area too, which I like to put it next to the kitchen or behind the kitchen, so we're going to build a little long cold storage room back here, I think. A little loop in there as well will be probably the best way to do it. So once we've got the bedroom set up, we'll move on to that. So we better order some more space here as well. Alright, things are looking up. I mean, we haven't made a huge ton of progress, but often that's the thing, is that rapid progress doesn't always happen in this game. It can take time, which I'm afraid people just have to accept. But at the same time, we're sort of getting into a solid place. We've got the nice defensive layout there, which is helpful. So we should be alright. And as soon as we finish these, we can start worrying about actual... fill that in. Actually, getting more steel and getting some things like labs up and running. But I really do need to have some good beds and bedrooms laid out for my people, because that will make them happier. We can smooth the floors, which makes the rooms very good looking. What have we revealed here? I like how many of these rooms are full of little cavities. Make speeds up the process no end. Our farm's producing enough for now. We're going to have to expand that later on. Okay. Also, going to set up our prison area. We'll, of course, have a door there. And we'll get them to haul those out for us. And that's where we're going to take prisoners from now on and try to convert them to our cause, or heal them and get rid of them to cheer up our neighbours. Which will be fine. We'll be fine. Who's idle? Stomp, have you got nothing to do? Stomp, what do? You cook. And you plant cut, so you can do that for us, mate. But now we've got 3 guys mining, we're really sort of ploughing through it a bit better, which is just wonderful. Put a door there, and a door there. And I've got to run a power line down too. So we're going to run the power line through this wall here. And then down there and across. I'm just going to run it straight down there and run it like that, which should give enough length so that they can set up things like lights in the bedrooms. Not that we have enough steel at the moment for that, which will be our next objective, to take all of that out for us. And then we'll knock this out as well and give us a bit of space for storing food and the like. Though I may actually put it there, I'm not sure yet. More steel, more steel, more steel. Alright. I've actually found uranium ore down there, so we're going to have to mine that out. Use it. Oh, actually, don't usually use uranium. It's not really worth it. There's no nuclear technology in this, at least as of Alpha 12, so you can make things out of it as a metal, which are a higher value item anyway. So the beavers are going through at the moment and clearing out the trees. So I'm glad we did get some of those trees cut down before. Trees do start growing back, of course, eventually. So that's good anyway. So as we get that steel in, we can start improving things down this end. Power. Don't need any of that at the moment. Furniture. We're going to want some lights in here, just to make things a little bit more pleasant. We'll also put some lights up here once we've worked out where the hospital beds are going to go. I'm going to delete the animal spot there, and we should have enough heights to maybe make him a bed for our puppy, which will be good because puppy would, I'm sure, like it. Got enough cloth, I've got enough boar skin. I'm going to get the boar skin, and he can sleep in the kitchens for us for now. Just make things a little bit more comfortable for the dog, keep him a little bit happier. Not that he's really unhappy, as far as we are aware. Really would be good to get a bit more solar generation going on as well. Make things a little bit heavy. We're running low on food as well, so we're going to have to get out and start hunting again. I'm just a bit edgy with hunting near the alpha beavers. You don't really want to set them off, so hunt these piggies. Hopefully that one down the bottom corner doesn't set off any immense problems. Oh no, my luck, someone will miss hit an alpha beaver and get everyone killed. Alpha beavers are quite aggressive little buggers. As you can see, they're already starting to use that new steel that we found and expanding down into our restroom quarter area sort of thing. Not a restroom, there's a toilet. It's awkward. I'm actually gonna turn down Mayor's construction and boost up Andy's. Should be good. Still low food. Dimitri's on it though. He's going to get us some pig flesh. And yes, you can actually get human flesh in this game, but I have never played cannibals, so I don't really have much experience with that. So hopefully we'll get these bedrooms done before we have to wrap up for now. I'm also going to put a little pot plant in each room, make it a bit nicer for them, and order the floors be smoothed down for us, like so, which will boost the attractiveness of the rooms. Now, how are these looking? We're actually going to cut all of these down anyway. I know they're not close to full grown yet, but we are going to need that wood for various things. We'll worry about the prison cell in a minute. Actually, we'll order its first little feature, which will be a royal bed just there. Order of the floor we can spend, then put some wooden panels in where we can't. Good, good. This should help resolve our food crisis and get everything else set up nicely. Furniture, we need a wooden bed. And the good thing about this game is that your... Actually, I might tell Demetri to do some cooking for us as well. Start butchering those animals. Is that your people who live in your village, in your settlement or whatever, if you get new items of clothing and things in your stockpile, they'll upgrade anything that can be upgraded. So if you have a better trench coat or a better piece of armor, they'll pick that and swap it out for whatever they were wearing, which is really good because it means you don't have to sort of micromanage that, which is awesome. Obviously, you do have to micromanage weapons, but that's quite logical, to be honest. Okay, order that last bit of floor work. And there we go. Alright, so I think that's actually going to do us for now. We've grown a bit, we've set up our security, we've started setting up the prison. We've set it up 6 bedrooms, which means we're actually at a surplus of bedrooms. Next episode we're going to set up a hospital space. We've got a new solar panel to help boost up the power. Things are still looking good in Rimton. Nothing is going wrong as yet. I've been Sagrannus, and I'll see you on Friday evening for the next installment of our RimWorld series. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.